Define workloads. In this tutorial, we'll explore the use of workload models. SilkPerformer offers 6 predefined workload models under the Adjust Workload menu option: Increasing, Steady State, Dynamic, All Day, Queuing, and Verification. We will select the Increasing workload option for this workload. Down the left-hand side, you will see each of the script and user group combinations in your script, and you can uncheck any that you don't wish to run as part of this workload. We will accept the default options and timings specified for this workload and click OK. This will take you back to the main workbench screen. Any changes you made via the wizard will affect the currently active workload, which you can see highlighted in bold in the project tree under the Workloads section. From here, you can right-click on the workload in the project tree and choose Edit Workload. This will open the Workload Configuration screen, where you can set your agent and pacing options, for example. Pacing is available for increasing, steady state, all day, and dynamic workloads only. And under the Pacing tab, you can specify if you wish to define the workload based on transaction or session rates using this drop-down. SilkPerformer offers several options to configure pacing. These options are available by clicking the ellipses in the Pacing column. Think time adaptation. Click this option to determine a goal session time. The think times will be automatically adjusted to match the specified goal session time. You can select between static and dynamic. Wait time insertion. Specify either the pacing wait time or the goal session time. If you specify the pacing wait time, it will be added to the execution time of a transaction. If you add up these two times, you will get the goal session time. If you specify the goal session time, the pacing wait time will be automatically determined. You can also specify to randomize the entered values. Select your required pacing option for each user type, and the relevant field in the table will become active for editing. Set the values as required and click OK to save the changes to your workload. Let's rename this workload to Increasing to help differentiate it from the others we will create. You can create a new workload by right-clicking on the workload node in the project tree and selecting New Workload. If your new workload will have many similar settings to an existing workload, it's easy to copy an existing workload by right-clicking on it and selecting the option Copy Workload. We will name this new workload Steady State, and we'll edit this workload to choose the relevant settings. Here we can also see the user types we created in the previous tutorial. And we can edit which user types will run with this workload. For example, let's say that this workload won't include iPhone users. We can simply uncheck this option in the table, which will disable it, but we'll leave it in just in case we need to re-enable it for a later test. We will now create a dynamic workload type. In this workload, we will edit how the user types are assigned by right-clicking and selecting the option Edit User Types. Here we can select the user types we wish to include, leaving only the ones we wish to run in the new workload on the right-hand side. We will also set the maximum user limit to 10 by selecting the option Edit Workload and modifying the value as required. For your own tests, you may wish to use much higher limits for the maximum number of virtual users. You can choose which workload to use for your test by right-clicking on the desired workload in the project tree and selecting Set as Active Workload. This will highlight your chosen workload in bold, making it easy to see which is the currently active workload. Thanks for watching.